how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live.
It's the Sports Pregame Show.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports, about to tip off the pivotal Game 3 in these conference semifinals. Alongside Shaq and Kenny, Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Atlanta Hawks in their house, Phillips Arena. Checking out Atlanta, they were unable to take Game 2 on the road, but the series continues. They look to get back in the win column again tonight. Well, after losing the first 2 games on the road, the alarm bells starting to sound. Would you agree, Kenny, that this is a crucial game for them if they're going to battle back in the series?
Yeah, some guys play much better at home than they do on the road. So they need some home cooking tonight, and this crowd has got to give them a big burst of adrenaline.
You know, if you listen to everybody else, especially the so-called experts, they think it's over. But they're not out of it yet, Ernie. Yes, they're up against the ropes, but it's only one thing to do, Kenny. Come out swinging, knockout blow. Tonight is a game they got to win at all costs.
Very, I would say that sounds like you guys have been there and done that when you discuss being in this situation in a series.
You know what? I just used to hate some of my teammates that only play well at home. You know, some of them need to wear their practice home jersey under their away jersey so we can get some wins on the road.
Well, I'm actually 1-5 with being down 0-2. I've been swept 6 times.
Hey, congratulations to you.
The last time in Dallas in the finals, we were down 0-2 and we came back to win the finals. So
Houston did it in the finals. Oh, that was us.
Well, so what are you saying? You just give up when you're down 0-2?
No, I didn't give up.
Okay, good. Whatever.
In the words of Jocks Across America, I got mine.
Time for tip-off as we send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
I heard you talking about the finals, Kenny.
To Game 3, everyone. We're at 2-zip right now in the series. No panic, though, yet. It's the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Hart. We'll see Cleveland taking on the Atlanta Hawks. Take a look at the Hawks. They need the boost here from the hometown fans, trailing 2-0. It is critical for them to start to edge back into this series.
And an opportunity here to change the momentum of this series. The odds are stacked against them after losing those first 2 on the road. But now in their building, their fans, it's their chance to get back into it.
Simply do or die time. I mean, they can't be discouraged by the 2 losses. There's still plenty of time left in this series. The most important game is the current game. The crowd isn't discouraged, and we can feel that. Just listen to them. They're going at it in here.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's LeBron in at the small forward. Mozgov kicks to Irving. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. It's a pick by Love. In the corner, Smith with it from deep. Rebound, Atlanta. They lost their last game on Tuesday.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes can cost.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanged off the rim. I mean, that's an easy way to get the home crowd in your grill.
Here's Irving following the basket by Al Horford. And here's Love for three. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
T kicks to Cephalosha. Picked by Horford. Millsap left side. Korver passes to Cephalosha to the right side. And T, here we go. 4 on the clock. Launches at 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. And here's Irving. LeBron dishes to Love. Good, and the assist goes to James. And it's 6 points for Love.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Teague drives in. That doesn't go in either for Teague.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Love outside. The trade. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
For Atlanta, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Teague kicks to Millsap. Passes it to Korver. Dishes to Teague. Six to shoot. Shot to stop the run, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
The shots aren't dropping yet. They've missed 4 of their first 5 shots.
Kicks it to Irving. There's the 3. Can't get it to go. And Atlanta will come the other way. Now here comes Teague, leading the break. Right side Korver. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. LeBron with it. Looking for his first basket still in this one. He feeds it to Irving. Pass to Love. On the wing, James. Just 5 to shoot. Irving kicks to Smith. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Again, Love missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Pass to Cephalosha. Here's Horford. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Horford's got his second basket of the game.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense, but he's got the A game rolling tonight.
On the wing, James. By Cephalosha. Mozgov's shot is off. The Hawks trail by 5. Outside Teague. There's the dish to Korver. Millsap against Irving. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Ahead. Shot from 12. Again, Love missing. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Millsap with it. He's picked up by Irving. Outside Teague. Beyond the arc. Mozgov grabs the board.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Love outside. That's a pick by Love. LeBron passes to Love. Here's Mozgov. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
The Hawks trailing. Outside Teague. Horford with the screen on Irving. Teague for three. That's good.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Picked by Mozgov. The pass to Smith. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Atlanta's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Teague with the ball. Now Smith defending. And here's Sefolosha for three. They get the rebound.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for them early on.
Also, another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Atlanta making a switch here. Schroeder's checked in. Second free throw, no good. The Hawks trail by 5. He dishes it to Horford. Here's Millsap, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Millsap's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Justin Holiday's checked in for Kyle Korver. And Cleveland also making a change. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. The Cavaliers leading by 3. A chance now to go over to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer.
He had the demeanor you might expect from a coach in his situation. After dropping the first 2 in hostile territory, he recognizes the task they have in front of them. He said, we didn't get it done on the road, and now we have to take care of business at home. Simple as that. Let's see how it plays, guys.
And thank you for that, Doris.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
And that one's good.
That is really poor defensive awareness. I mean, he's one guy you don't want to give any space to. You've got to stay attached and connected.
Now, here is Irving. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Thompson dishes to James. The screen from Thompson. LeBron drives in. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. And the Cavaliers lead by 5. Hawks have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. The feed to T. Now here's Schroeder. He kicks to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Tries it from the top of the key. Cavaliers with the rebound. Here's Irving. Love outside. Three-pointer. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Love. Irving's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Boy, Kevin Love certainly is one of the best passing big men in the league.
Outside Holiday. Feeds it to T. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. In 4th position, Al Horford.
And he's taken off on a tremendous scoring streak at the perfect time. I mean, obviously, he's established himself as a premier playoff performer.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Mike Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for T. And Cleveland also making a change. Shumpert's checked in. There's the bucket. Good.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open. Now
Irving. Passes it it to Love. James outside from downtown. The shot no good. And Atlanta will come the other way. Now here's Schroeder. He's covered by Irving. To the wing right side. A clear look for Hardaway. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Cleveland leading by 6. It's LeBron with the drive. Irving kicks to Love. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Now here is Holiday. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Horford. And the rejection by Love. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. White, he's checked in for Atlanta. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Cleveland. Williams comes in for Kyrie Irving. Outside Holiday. Out to the wing. And here's Schroeder. Scott with a screen on Williams. The Hawks again can't hit.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
Now Schroeder following the three-point attempt by Kevin Love. Schroeder with the ball. There's a good screen. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Dishes it to Dellavedova. Back to Williams. Dellavedova kicks to Shumpert. Pass to Williams. 5 to shoot. Here's Thompson, and he comes it down.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir.
Now here's Hardaway. Schroeder. And the rejection by Love. Nobody near Williams. Here's Shumpert. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. The Hawks trail by 9. Schroeder kicks to right. Outside Hardaway. Shumpert against Holiday. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Love. The Atlanta shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Justin Holiday. 2 shots.
Free throw, good. Holiday. Both free throws good from Holiday.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Kicks it to Dellavedova. Back to Williams. There's a good screen. Shumpert gets a wide open look. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. The Hawks trailing. It's to Holiday. Schroeder up top. Guarded by Shumpert. Now here's Schroeder. He's tightly guarded. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Schroeder's got 6.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there. And a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And that does it for the first quarter. Cavaliers lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta. And a chance now to hear from Paul Millsap talking about the confidence of his team. Greg, it's got to be more than just attitude, right? I mean, ultimately, don't you have to have guys step up and produce in some cases, or even overproduce?
You do, but really it is about attitude and confidence. I mean, those are the two elements that if you bring to the table, you really will have a chance to beat anyone. And so don't discount that attitude when you're on a roll. They call it getting your swag on today. Back in the day, it was called having your mojo working. So same thing, and you can ride that for quite a ways.
And thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference Semis. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side out for them the way they've swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah, or handball.
Or handball.
Either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
So on the floor for Cleveland. Thompson down low with Mozdov. Mo Williams out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Smith in at the 3. Williams, that's good.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Millsap passes to Scott. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Atlanta making a switch here. Teague's checked in. Then for the Cavaliers, LeBron's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Jefferson comes in for Matthew Dellavedova, and Irving subbed in for Mo Williams. James dishes to Mozgov. He feeds it to Irving. In the corner, Smith with it. Back to Irving. Outside Jefferson. And a miss there on the triple. The Hawks trail by 5. Outside Korver. Back to Teague. Unloads from 13. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Mozgov kicks to Irving. That 3 off the mark.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Cephalos's shot is good.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jump.
Smith outside. It is now to James. Outside for Jefferson. Cleveland moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. And here's James outside. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Millsap kicks to Teague. That doesn't go in either for Teague.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Back to James. Jefferson setting the pick for James. To the left side wing. Irving with a clean look. Trains the three-pointer. Irving's got his second basket of the night.
He might not get a better look than that all game. You have to get closer to him. He's not going to bite you. Get up in it.
Outside Teague. Now the pass to Scott. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Scott's got 5 now.
Boy, I like how Paul Millsap used his body to get into the defender there.
Irving with it, picked up by Teague. Irving kicks to Smith. Back to Irving. He dishes it to Jefferson. Smith on the wing, and there's the feed to Mozgov. To the inside, and stolen by Cephalosha. 3-on-3. Here's Teague. Second chance shot, and Jefferson sends it back. Now here's James. Outside Jefferson to the middle. Here's Mozgov. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Al Horford checked in for Mike Scott. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Jones is checked in. The Cavaliers shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Here's Teague. 5 points in the game. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Here's Horford. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Now Smith. James outside. Picked by Mozgov. Lets the three fly. Offensive rebound. Jones, the pass to Smith. No good from outside. The Hawks trail by 6. Outside Teague. He kicks it to Millsap. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Here is Irving. 6 points for him. Fires for 3. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. On the way, Porter. And the rejection by James. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Feeds it to Horford. Takes the 13-footer.
Well, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Teague dishes to Millsap. Picked by Horford. Millsap kicks to Sefolosha. 6 on the shot clock. Horford with a screen on Jones. Sefolosha's shot is good.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Outside, Jones. Passes it to LeBron. Jones with the screen on Millsap. The drive by James. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
Yeah, that's a winning formula as far as I'm concerned. They've been the aggressors and far more assertive on the offensive end.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Atlanta making some changes. Whitey's checked in for Millsap. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Sefolosha. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Kyle Korver. And then for Cleveland, Love checked in for James Jones. And it's Iman Shumpert in for Smith. T kicks to right. Dishes to Horford. The 11-footer. Rebound Love. Love's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. The
Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting on a show now.
And that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Here's Holiday. The Cavaliers pull it in. Love's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Irving with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. LeBron outside. On the wing, Shumpert. Beyond the arc. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And it's an 11-point Cavalier lead.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Here's Horford. And he finishes nicely on the way. Horford's got his 3rd basket of the night.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Left side, Irving fires the 3. No good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Outside Teague, and Wright kicks to Holiday. Wright sets a screen for Holiday. Back to Wright. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. Now an update on Kyrie Irving from Doris Burke. Doris, what'd you find out?
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with Cleveland's head athletic trainer. He told me that it doesn't look too serious. Given they are in the midst of a playoff run, you can bet he'll try everything he can to get back on the floor as soon as possible. The team hopes so, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
And almost for every player, it's inevitable. I mean, injuries are going to happen no matter how well you take care of yourself.
And let's just hope the rehab process doesn't drag on any longer than it has to.
Cleveland shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Free throw good, LeBron. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for the Hawks. And then for Cleveland, Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. And he makes both free throws.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws. And 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Pass to Schroeder. Kicks to Horford. And that's collected by Love. Love's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Back to Shumpert. Dellavedova kicks to Shumpert. Shoots the 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. That's 7 points for Iman Shumpert.
That's the 2nd long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Williams has checked in. Here's Schroeder. He has 6. Picked by Horford. Schroeder passes to Horford. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Horford's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Pass to Dellavedova. He feeds it to Love. Thompson dishes to Williams. Thompson in the post, guarded by Horford. 3-pointer, Dellavedova, and Wright pulls it down. The Hawks trail by 10. Out left to the wing. The wide open look here for Holiday. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Cavaliers shooting straight 49% from the field. Shumpert, no good on the 3. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Wright outside, fires the 3. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Back to Williams, and stolen by Wright. Shoulder kicks to Holiday. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And now it's only a 5-point Cavalier lead. We've got 1:08 left in the first half of the game. Outside Shumpert. Williams a screen, fires from deep. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Shumpert. 16 points for Love.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the three ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
For Atlanta, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. And the first one at the line is good. Hawks making a switch here. Scott's checked in. Schroeder hits them both. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Love against Wright. Outside Williams. The screen from Thompson. From deep three-point range. The shot is off. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Holiday, the pass to Scott. There's the dish to Hardaway. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Scott kicks to Wright. The Hawks working the ball around. 5 on the clock. Here's Schroeder. Got a piece of it. And Williams with the clear path to the hoop. Finish off the break. Williams has got 4 points this quarter.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Cavaliers ahead, up by 8. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I'm here with LeBron James. LeBron, how were you guys able to make that first half look so easy?
It's not easy at all. We're just flying around helping each other defensively, and we're able to get stops, we're able to execute offensively.
A disruptive defense, always dangerous. LeBron, thank you. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. What a showing tonight. A sold-out building, the backdrop for our presentation. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. For the Cavaliers, they've played exactly like they'd expected to, given the first 2 games. They're just 1 half away from taking what would almost certainly become an insurmountable 3-0 lead in the series. What do you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were impressive. Anytime you get 5 players working together like that instead of one guy doing it alone, it's always going to be a boost. That's the primary reason they're in control of the game.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Atlanta.
Their three-point shooters struggle to get into a rhythm. It's a mental thing. You start clanking them, and your teammates start. It's contagious. Now, percentage-wise, shooting in the low 30s, it's not horrific, but it's not great. And they have to improve their accuracy from deep in the second half, or they're going to have a hard time coming back.
All right, and that'll do it for us here. We now take you back to the second half of our game. Kevin Harlan ready with the call.
And we're set to get started again for the next bit of action in this Game 3. Kevin Love really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Teague and Korver are the guards. And it's Cephalosha in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
The drive by James, and he jams it with authority.
Well, you know, he's not a guy that's just going to settle for pulling up. When he has an opportunity, he's going to take it strong to the hoop.
The Hawks trail by 10. Teague with the ball. Picked by Horford. Millsap a screen on Irving. Unloads from 9. And that one goes long.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Here's Love. Rebounded by the Hawks. Korver's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Teague up top. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. And that one's good. Millsap.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Now here's Irving. He's got 8. Love outside. There's the pass to James. At the elbow, Irving. Shot clock at 5. There's Mozgov. And foul fault as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. This is his second trip to the free throw line. And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line.
Check out the game for Moscow. He's got 8 points, and he's made some good decisions with the basketball, too.
And being smart with the ball like he's been today, Clark, I think it's critical for him and them. He should repeat that every game.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Jeff Teague. Right side, Irving. On the wing, Irving. Here's Mozgov. Nails the close-range fadeaway jumper. Mozgov's got 10 points. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. It's tipped. Mozgov with the steal. Smith kicks to Irving. And the dunk by James.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Atlanta calls timeout. Kevin Love with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's been absolutely on fire from outside. They've got to get into his jersey, get up into him, force him to pass or drive.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's T. 7 points in the game. Outside Millsap. The 3 from Sefolosha. Mozgov grabs the board. Cleveland leading by 11. Wallace with it. Now defended by Korver. Now the feed to Irving. Back to Love. In the corner, Smith with it. Cleveland moving the ball around. Rebound, Atlanta. Horford's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Sefolosha kicks to Korver.
Cavaliers foul call. JIC. That's his first personal foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Kyle Korver. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And he's good on the second. Timeout called the Cavaliers.
He did not seem happy about how things are going on right now and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Cleveland leading by 10. Now Irving. 8 points for him. He dishes it to Mozgov. Love kicks to Smith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots it. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Irving. Love's got the lead up to 12 now for Cleveland. Hawks have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And here is Teague. He has 7. To the paint. He's looking for Horford and finds him. And he gets it to go. Horford's got 10.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Love outside. Fires from deep. Again, Love missing. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Cephalosha misses.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that position.
And the jam by J.R. Smith.
Punches it down with pop.
And rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they are not backing off at all, are they?
T kicks to Horford. There's the screen, and here's Cephalosha for 3. And yes, sir, that one drops. Cephalosha's got it back down to single digits for the Hawks.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And Love has it in the corner, outside Irving. He kicks it to Mozgov. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 12 points for Timofey Mozgov.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Smith against Korver. Inside, Millsap, and the layup's good off the glass. Millsap's got 10 points.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes. Like conducting an orchestra.
Irving with it. 8 points for him. On the wing, James. Feeds it to Irving. LeBron outside. Picked by Mozgov. The drive by James. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
Millsap kicks to Cephalosha. Picked by Horford. Cephalosha dishes to Horford. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
How about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe? Just maybe?
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
T gets to Korver. From outside, off the mark. The Cavaliers leading by 9. LeBron outside for the 3. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Thabo Cephalosha. Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Teague sets a screen for Horford. Schroeder passes to Teague. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Horford. Great touch on the 16-footer. Horford's got 12 in the game.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jump.
And Greg, that's just good basketball.
Oh. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this?
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. To the paint, here's Thompson. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one on Horford.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure. You're right.
I tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy.
So for the Hawks, Mike Scott's checked in for Millsap. Hardaway comes in for Kyle Korver. And Justin Holiday subbed in for T. Iman Shumpert's checked in for the Cavaliers. Schroeder kicks to Horford. Passes it to Hardaway. They set the screen. Outside Holiday. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it. An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He has 17 points and 4 assists.
And if I had to pick what he's done best today, I'd probably lean towards the offensive performance.
Well, just to be a contrarian, I'm going to go to the other side because he's been just as impressive, I think, at the defensive end.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And Holiday kicks it over to Schroeder. And stolen by LeBron. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Shumpert. Shumpert's got 4 assists now tonight.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams in their effectiveness from the three-point line.
It has been pronounced, no doubt about it. Definitely a big factor to this point in the game.
Hardaway against James. Hardaway kicks to Scott. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Scott's got 7 points.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
LeBron against Hardaway. And Thompson kicks to Shumpert. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's 10 points for Iman Shumpert.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
Here's Schroeder, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
First personal foul.
The Hawks have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
Schroeder. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Look at what Schroeder has done so far. He has 9 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
No doubt about it. He's the conductor, the band leader, Clark, and this offense has really performed at a high level.
Schroeder hits them both. Now here's James. 18 points for him. Outside jumper. To the middle. Here's Love. Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Dishes it to Schroeder. Pass to Scott. Wide open. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Irving's got his 3rd rebound on the night. A minute 50 left to play here in the 3rd. Back to Love. Here's Shumpert. That falls. Great assist by Love. Love's got 3 assists in the game.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land. giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And the rejection by Love. And it's out of bounds for the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. Jarrell Wright's checked in for the Hawks. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Kevin Love. Here's Schroeder. He kicks to Scott. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. That's good from Scott.
Checking out the game Mike Scott is having. He's got 10 points, and they've got to be happy with his work on the glass, too.
They really do. He is not giving up any ground in the paint, and when the ball goes up, you know he's going to be there to fight for it.
Thompson dishes to Shumpert. And a miss there on the triple. The Hawks trail by 16. Schroeder passes to Scott. Kicks it to Hardaway. There's the pick. Pass to Scott. They double him with LeBron. Clock at 6. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for one.
One shot. Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
The Hawks have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Cleveland leading by 13. Shumpert a screen on Wright. This one for 3. And it's James missing. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Schroeder kicks to Holiday. The steal. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Irving's got the ball. He feeds it to Dellavedova. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to go. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Cavaliers lead by 13. 2K Sports back in a moment here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta. And we welcome you back here to the broadcast of the Eastern Conference semifinals. The Cavaliers leading by 13. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Cleveland, Irving is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. Then there's J.R. Smith. Then it's Mozgov. And it's LeBron in at the power forward position. Just 3 to shoot. There's the dish to Mozgov. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Hawks shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Outside Teague. The trade. That's good. Teague's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Hawks.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Dellavedova dishes to James. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Here's the screen. Millsap a screen. T kicks to Cephalosha. Here's Millsap. They shoot again. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland the other way now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Smith with it, picked up by Teague. Dellavedova kicks to Irving. Smith on the wing. Mozgov passes to Dellavedova. Just 5 to shoot. James outside. From deep. It's rebounded by Teague. The Hawks trail by 12. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Millsap a screen. Sefolosha kicks to Teague. And the pass to Sefolosha. Korver dishes to Millsap. Another three for Atlanta.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Irving kicks to Smith. Millsap against LeBron. The feed to Irving. Back to James. J.R. Smith on the wing. From deep. And he gets it to go. And the Cavaliers lead by 12.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a three-point battle taking shape here.
They set the pick. Sefolosha passes to Teague. Millsap a screen. Korver kicks to Millsap. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Irving with the ball. Picked up by Teague. Takes a three. Drains the three. And yes, he'll go to the line for one more. Paul Millsap picks one up.
That's been their bread and butter in the second half. They've really knocked down their long-range shots.
And as hot as they are, no need to play conservative. Keep firing away.
The Hawks making a switch here. Horford's checked in. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Love checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. And Smith, no good on that one. The Hawks trail by 15. And Teague, here we go. Korver kicks to Teague. And he uses the glass on the layup. Teague's got 5 points in the quarter.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Teague against Irving. Feeds to Love. Mozgov dishes to Smith. No good from outside. Atlanta's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Teague against Smith. That's good from Horford on the assist by Teague. Teague's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Outside Irving. He dishes it to Love. Mozgov passes to Irving, and he gets it to go. And the Cavaliers lead by 13. Hawks have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Outside Teague. He kicks it to Sefolosha. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Cleveland ball.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, you got to love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's just a thing of beauty to watch.
It is, and Clark, that's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Outside Teague. Here's Horford, and that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got his 8th assist here tonight.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Teague against Irving. Back to Smith. Trying to find Irving. He's got it now. 6 to shoot. Smith against Korver. Puts it up from 17. Count that one. 11 points for J.R. Smith.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Millsap a screen. Korver kicks to Teague. Passes it to Horford. It's deflected. Soft touches the glass. Horford's got 12 points here in the second half.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. His advice, clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
The Hawks trail by 11. Teague dishes to Korver. Millsap a screen on Smith. Korver with it. Now Smith defending. Teague the pass to Horford. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Well, just take a look at what Horford's done tonight. He's got 10 rebounds and 1 assist.
Shooting for Atlanta. Al Horford. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Irving. This is to Love. Back to Irving. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Horford. First one falls for him. All free throws good from Kyrie Irving. The Hawks trail by 11. Outside Teague. Pass to Horford. Mozgov with the steal. Now Irving. On the wing, James. Kicks to Smith. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And that one's good. 21 points for Love.
The shot quality is very good here, and they're making most of them this half.
Yeah, converting at a really high level. The field goal percentage continues to creep upward.
Teague against Irving. Korver gets a wide open look. Atlanta again missing.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
And here is Irving. James outside. Out to the right wing. Mozgov kicks to Irving. LeBron against Teague. Picked by Horford. Outside Korver, beyond the arc. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 9 assists now tonight. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Irving with it. James outside. Back to Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's a 2 from Smith. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Atlanta making a switch here. Schroeder's checked in. Atlanta's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Millsap a screen. Ritter passes to Millsap. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap.
Cavaliers ball.
Cavaliers have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Outside Irving. It's rebounded by Schroeder. The Hawks trail by 11. Wide open. Love grabs the board. Love's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And it's off from three-point range. For Atlanta, they've gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Schroeder kicks to Horford. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Cleveland leading by 8. Pass to Love. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Cephalosha.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Yeah, the D, though, just enough to bother the rhythm on that one, Clark.
From 15 feet away, Cavaliers with the rebound. Love's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Mozgov dishes to LeBron. Irving passes to James. Shot clock at 5. And the shot is long.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
And, Greg, it's been hard to watch. I mean, you can see his frustration. He's actually looking forward to the end of this period so he can have a fresh start for the next one.
Smith outside. LeBron James on the wing. The dish to Irving. Mozgov sets a screen for Irving. To the paint. Shot to end this full run. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And game 3 will go in the record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight and an important win for the Cavaliers.
Clark, their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Well, they were disciplined and focused, I thought, all game long, Kevin. Excellent defense around the rim.
And so many key players that you could point to tonight, but in particular, a great game for Kevin Love. And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
That's assuming they can continue that hot shooting. But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops, you have to think they'll make this thing interesting.
Atlanta calls timeout. They trail by 7. 1:04 left in the fourth. The Hawks trail by 7.
Time definitely not on their side.
They need a very quick bucket, a real quick one.
First free throw is good, and that turns the lead to 6.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
And Al Horford drops them both.
He was very composed on that trip to the stripe. He's close to being a one-possession game now.
And 1:01 left to play here in the fourth. Now here's LeBron. Back at 6. He feeds it to Love. 14 feet away. That is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Buries the long-range jumper. And now it's a 10-point Cavalier lead.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. Plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
Right side. Hits it from three-point range. Here's Williams. Outside Jefferson. We see the Cavaliers get the win here. You have to think at this point, up 3-0. It's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
You know, this victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kevin, thank you. Tristan, what was Coach's focus for this team coming into tonight's game?
Coach got after us, told us to start, we got to play defense. Just can't come in here and just let them make a score opportunity. We got to play defense and get back.
Tristan, thank you. Kevin, sometimes you've just got to light the fire.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And this broadcast has not ended just yet, as we've got the award-winning Ernie Johnson standing by here for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Love. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor. Let's go to Kenny. What'd you think about his performance?
How much would every team like to have a big man who's able to do the things that Kevin Love does? He can play close to the bucket. He can spot up from long range, pass, drive the lane, rebound, you name it. I'm glad he didn't hold back tonight. He let it all hang out.
You know what, Ernie? I must admit it. I didn't see this kind of performance coming from him tonight. He's been coming off a stretch of game where he just looked lost out there. To see him turn around this quickly, it's a nice surprise. Play after play, he was getting after it, making plays, and making it look easy.
And that is it for this broadcast of Round 2 of the NBA playoffs. For myself, Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a great evening, everybody.